So good morning and welcome back to our second vlog. Now I'd like to say a big thank you to all the feedback we got on that first vlog. It's great to see the comments, we really do appreciate it, and it's inspiring us and inspired us to do another one. So today, or this week, we're going to change it around a bit today. We're not going to just do one day. We've got a couple of things going on today and tomorrow. So today is a Tuesday, so Nathan and I are just going down the marina now, and we're going to go and photograph a new listing, which is a Jeanneau, what is it, Nathan? We've got a Jeanneau Cap Camarat. Cap Camarat 10.5, so a very cool looking boat. It's a lovely morning here in Torquay. The sun's just starting to come through, rained overnight. We're walking down, which pontoon's it on? We'll see, Charlie pontoon. There's one of our listings here. So you've got Princess Sophia to Princess 54, really nice boat, that one. And that's actively for sale, so get in contact if you're looking for one of those. And we're going down sea pontoons. So we've got, here in Torquay, the pontoons are sort of numbered, lettered. So we've got C, B, and then D and E and F, etc. So this is a nice pontoon, got some really nice boat, very, very clean boat, that one. Outboard Dodger, I always think that's good. So we're teamed up, we're just going down there now to get some photos. So stay tuned. In this vlog, we're going to do a few things. We're going to have the photographing of this Jeanneau. We've got a boat going on transport tomorrow. We've got viewings happening. So yeah, keep watching and we'll show you what we're up to. So we've just got down to the boat. We've just gone round quickly, we've taken some covers off. I really like this boat. I keep seeing them. There's 3 of these here in Torquay, so they're obviously very popular. And this one's got these awesome V8 425 yams on the back. Really, really nice. A really cool name as well, just one more. But what I love about this is just all the amount of space. There will be a full walkthrough tour of this boat on the YouTube channel, so make sure you go and watch that. But there's just so much space on this boat. I really like it. You've got drawers here, you've got a fridge. Like I say, there'll be a full walkthrough tour, so I won't spoil it. I love the port side door as well, so if you are alongside, great for swimming as well. You've got a swim ladder in here. I think this style of boat for family boating, I've got 4 kids, and I think on this you could have a lot of fun. You've got all this seating up in the bow area as well. Really great stereo system, electric anchor winch, everything you could possibly want. So yeah, keep watching. We're just going to spin her out the berth now and just get some photos. But like I say, keep watching our channel to see the full walkthrough tour. We'll get this boat started up. So we're just backing this boat out of the berth now, and these yams got really, really nice gear selection, so super smooth. Just port engine now, very little wind here this morning, it's not giving me any concern at all, but just on that port engine, just dropping us out the berth. Being an outboard boat, very important here to use the wheel, keep an eye on what's going on. I've actually got wind on my starboard side here, so if anything I'm going to get blown up the fairway. Not too worried about that, it's got plenty of room to escape if I need to. Just going to bring now this wheel around to starboard. I'm actually going to do a bit more wheel to port now, and I'm bring that starboard engine. So I'm using that starboard engine really just to pull my stern over that way, which is the way I want to go. We've got no fenders out on the port side, so when we're doing the photos here, we want to make sure we're photographing the port side. So I'm just bringing it round now for Nathan, who's on the pontoon. I'm just going to try and do this one-handed. This is how confident I am with this boat. It really is beautiful to operate, really, really easy. And this is such a cool looking boat. I might just come to shut this door for Nathan. Looks like a blue lines. Great to see the cabin on this boat, it's really, really interesting. So you can see here, we haven't had to use really any bow thruster whatsoever. We've got no wind. I'm just going to put the camera down this cutboard for a second. That might hopefully keep it a bit more stable. I'm just going to come round now, bring that stern round a little bit more. Really, really steady to manoeuvre this boat. It feels really planted in the water, which is nice. It's all right. We're having a bit of a malfunction now. I didn't know if we had the mic or not, but hopefully you heard what I was jabbering on about a minute ago. I'm sure you did. But I'll put the mic back on here. These Broad mics are really good. So you can see here, there's no stress. Really isn't any stress here. Just manoeuvring the boat really nice and easy. I'll say Nate, what shall I do? Shall I talk? Do you want to see a bit of a stern shot? Okay, so I'm just going to come forward, put both engines in ahead here. Just keep an eye on all the engine controls here. Yeah, we'll just go around by the pier here. We'll just come around by the pier. No traffic here in Torquay this morning. It's pretty quiet. Should be lots of people using their boats, but there's not. So I don't think we need to be too concerned on that. Really, really easy to manoeuvre. Like I say, you have got a joystick if you want to operate it, and the Yamaha joystick is very, very smooth. The Yamaha interfaces, we sell active parts, as you probably know, which are 9 times out of 10 or 9.9 times out of 10 fitted with Mercuries. These are with the Yams, and I have to say it's interesting to operate something slightly different. Very, very similar really. They feel very smooth. The gear, the throttles are obviously slightly different on this boat to you'd find on a Mercury, but not in a bad way at all, just slightly different. Steering's just as smooth and easy to use as well. You can see here I'm just wheeling over to port. I want to bring that stern round into the shot now, so Nathan can get a picture of both engines. So I've got starboard engine and stern, port hand, steering rolled way over, and that's just pulling my transom right over to that corner. And with these outdrive or outboard boats, it's all about push and pull mentality. That's the way I use in my brain, pushing and pulling that stern to where I want it to go. On this boat, because we've got the bow thruster, you've got all of that option to sort of get out of jail free card. If you do lose the bow or you need a bit of extra help, you can use the bow thruster. And then on this particular boat, you have got joysticks. So you've got so many devices really to help you in the process of operating the boat. I bet that looks great, doesn't it, Nave?
Pretty good.
So it's going to start coming back round now. Bring the stern right round into the sun. Starboard engine. Really only one engine at a time. Don't need any more than one engine at a time on this boat. So what I'll start to do now is I've just come back around towards the mooring. So I've actually gone on a port engine and ahead, one engine at a time, and I've wheeled over all the way over to starboard, and we're just coming round now back towards the mooring. So she's moored starboard side too. Common mistake here, and this isn't a boat driving video, don't mean to turn it into one of those, but what you'll find here is because the way the berth is, you actually sort of got to go past the berth and then come back on yourself. A lot of people make a mistake, they try and turn into the berth and the momentum of the boat will carry them away from the pontoon, especially on these moorings that are effectively this side, because as you enter the mooring on this pontoon anyway, it can get quite tricky, but I'm not overly concerned here. I've also got Nathan on the pontoon to catch me in, which is always a nice luxury to have. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to start approaching the berth. I'm actually going to overshoot the mooring because I don't want to try and turn in and do what I said and use that momentum. I know I've got the wind blowing me up the fairway, albeit there's very little of it, being shielded actually by the pier. So what I'm doing here is just manoeuvring the boat, get myself into a position where I can drive into that mooring. Mark Taylor, who no doubt will appear on some of our vlogs in the future, he taught me to drive a boat 20 plus years ago, which is quite frightening. And I always take on board what he says. You drive into the mooring. Not enough people drive. They aim at the end of the pontoon, not into the berth, not into the gap. And I think often that's where people go wrong. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start bringing around now. I'm doing so much talking, I need to do a bit more boat driving now. I'm just going to start bringing them in. You have to use much throttle. I'm just going to put a little bit of RPM on that starboard engine just to pull my stern over that way a bit. I don't want to sort of drift down that way too far. So what I'm doing now, just getting myself lined up, and I'm going to do what I said there. I'm going to drive into this berth. So I'm going to check. The only thing on outboard boat you have to be a little bit mindful of is just checking your position of the engine. So if you're unsure, put them both in neutral, turn around, see where your drives are, see where engines are, and then go. So I'm at a nice angle there. I feel quite happy with that angle. I'm actually going to drive right into this pontoon now. We will, on these videos, we will do a boat drive video for you at some point. But it's quite important on these to sort of, it'd be great to give you an aerial view as well. I do watch a few channels that they do boat driving, and they do that sort of aerial footage as well. So I'm just using the bow thruster here just to give me a little bit of control. I'm going to do a bit of wheel over to starboard now, and that's just going to help to bring my stern over. A little bit of bow thruster to port. It's unnecessary, but it's just to be really precise, which is always nice to be. It's just nice to have that function. So a little bit of starboard there. Very, very little use of the engines there whatsoever, because you don't want momentum. I don't want lots of speed coming into that berth. Literally just gliding over onto the pontoon. So I'm going to cut here, just go and help Nathan with the lines, and we'll come back in a minute. So we've just taken this boat out for the photos. We've just done our full walkthrough video, which will be appearing in the screen here if we can work out how to do that. Keep watching. But whilst you're on this vlog, in case you don't watch the full walkthrough tour, this boat can sleep 4 people. You've got a double berth there, a double berth there, a walk-in shower. It really has everything. I love this port side opening door with a swim ladder that goes out into the water. Great for family swimming. So yeah, watch it. The full walkthrough video is definitely worth watching, and then we're going to go and check in on a Targa that we've got ready for shipping tomorrow. So it's all go. Keep watching the vlog. Down in Marina, I'm just going to show you one of our latest listings we've got coming up on the Sunseeker side of the business, which is this lovely Manhattan 52. We supplied this boat new in 2017. She's been in Torquay ever since then, and the owner's decided that he's just not using it enough, and as a result we're going to put her on the market. She's a great boat, she's a UK spec, but these 52s, it's the most successful Sunseeker model ever made with unit terms, numbers sold. And this is a really nice example. So Nathan's just prepping it up. We've got a photo and video shoot on this on Thursday. So we've just jumped on board just to get it ready for Thursday to save us a bit of time. This really is a very nice bit of kit. It's a 3-cabin boat. There will be a full video walkthrough of this on the Sunseeker Brokerage channel. So make sure you go and see that. But this is a really, really nice boat. So this is the other side of what we do here in Torquay. We do a lot of one marine, but we also do the Sunseeker side of it. And we don't have so many new Sunseekers here. but we do have this one, and we've got a couple in Dartmouth. So this is a great listing for us to have, and we're looking forward to getting this on the market. We should be live in a week or so. But yeah, just wanted to show you where we're down here. So we're going to go do now, what, Nathan, we're going to go and do the
F33.
We're going to move the F33 over to our sales berth, and we've also got to go and check the Targa 38 before we transport tomorrow. So we'll go and give that a go. So keep watching, and we'll be able to... So another thing we've got to do today is move this Fairline F33 over to our sales pontoon. So it's just arrived, just turned up in Torquay from one of our clients who's taking it as a part exchange, and we've got to get it moved. So we're going to move it. It's a bit breezy, but it's got a joystick, it's got a bow thruster, I'm sure it'll be fine. But this is a really smart boat. I've never actually been on one of these before. I've certainly not driven one. This is a really nice bit of kit. It's a really nice cockpit, to be fair. Very, very stylish. It's certainly getting a lot of looks. So we're going to move it over to our sales pontoon so we get a bit of interest in it. We can move it over there because we've got that Portofino gone now, so that's moved, and the Axopar. So just over the helm, I've got ignitions on. It's all very up to date. It's only done 20 hours, this boat's done nothing. So let's give that port engine, wow. So starboard engine, so yeah, very, very nice. All digital Garmin kit, lovely, very, very nice indeed. And great visibility actually as well from that helm, really smart. So let's give it a go, see if we can get it. We're just going up towards our sales berth now. We've got a bit of wind behind us today, so I'm just giving us plenty of room. We're basically getting blown up to the pontoon. We haven't got a lot of choice. Nathan's just doing the fenders. You see that Manhattan 52 we were just on there. That's the one we were just taking photos of. So yeah, I'm going to put the camera down now because it's a bit... She's now on the berth. Really, really nice boat to maneuver actually. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but there's quite a lot of wind on the nose there, so we had to be a bit careful. We weren't going to get pinned over there with the tidal gate, but it's really nicely to maneuver. I didn't use the joystick, just on the throttles and the thruster, but really great looking boat this is, and this is going to look good on our sales pontoon. It's amazing how many people do walk by the boats here and take a look. So yeah, quite excited to do a full tour on this, which we will do. Like I said, this is just for vlog at this stage, but great looking boat. Twin petrels on this one, great sound as well. So yeah, we'll get a for sale sign on there now and get people over, shall we, Nathan? We'll get people down to have a look.
Do it.
So we better just go now, while we're on the pontoons, we're still live checking it up. We're gonna go back and look at the Targa 38 and make sure that's okay, ready to go. We've got the Princess 50 behind us, which is Leslie G. That's going in the right direction. I think that should complete later this week. So that's all good. And that's a really nice boat, and that's actually staying on this berth, so we're really pleased about that. That's gone to a nice home, which is brilliant. Princess Flag Fly, got our one marine. So we've still got lots of space here. So the question is, what else are we going to put on this space? We might even have a sailing yacht going there, but there'll be more to come on that in soon. But yeah, we might have a sailing boat going there. But we have got a lot more room here, so we need to get something else to put on there. But let's get this Fairline sold. We'll take you back round now to see the Targa and go and see what we've got to do on that before transport. And that's arriving tomorrow. So here's the Targa 38 just mentioned. This is going on transport tomorrow morning. So we've got a company coming down in the morning, Coast Marine, and they're going to strip down the radar arch and take the radar chair off. We're going to take the covers off. We may do that now. We might do it in the morning. And then she's being loaded at 8:30. So I'll take her around in the morning, round to the crane. Really nice boat this, and it's actually going up to York. So yeah, we're pleased to have got this one gone. We've sold this before, so it's been in Torquay a few years now, probably 10 plus years. But these Targa 38s really are a cracking boat. And as you can see here, the owner's just got the tender on here, starting to get everything packed away ready, and we'll get this packed down ready for transport. So keep watching and we'll show you, we'll skip from this bit to the truck, which will be on the quayside in the morning. So we'll fast forward to it now. So good morning, it's the day after yesterday, so it's Wednesday today, it was Tuesday yesterday, and we're back on board the Targa 38 this morning. We've got this being lifted at 8:30 onto the crane, or onto the truck via the crane. So we've just come down this morning. Coast Marine Services stripped down the arch last night, and we're just on board this morning with Nathan, and we're just getting everything ready. So we're gonna obviously take this back cover off because that can't go on the road transport. We've put in the cushions down below. We always take care because some of them are wet, so like that one Nathan's got, we're gonna put that one in the heads because that one's a bit damp. But just starting to pack everything away. You can see here the cabling for the radar arch. We'll cable tie that up to that post there, so it's all done. And yeah, we're going to get this boat started up in a minute and we'll take her around. So keep watching and you'll see her being lifted onto the truck. So we're just heading over to the crane. Again, as per the Fairline video you saw yesterday, it's a really nice, easy boat to manoeuvre. She's on D4s, this boat, so you've still got electronic controls down here. So really simple to use. And then you've got, this bow thruster control here, which is actually shaped a bit like a boat. So it's fairly intuitive. I move this to the right, the bow moves to the right. If I move it to the left, the bow moves to the left. So Not much wind this morning, so I don't envisage we're going to have any issues. I've also got a helm indicator on here, which is this one in the middle, so I can use that just to detect where my drives are. I don't want to overshoot here because the wind is blowing us down a bit, so I'll just try and do this at the same time. The crane's ready, he's got his lights flashing, I can see that. So he's going to start coming around here. Two cocky driving boats and filming at the same time because something could go wrong. But not much wind. You can see up there the water's glassy, so I can immediately tell there's no wind up there whatsoever because it's being sheltered probably by the wall. So may not be at water level, might still be a bit of side-on wind because this boat's quite tall, but it's not stressing me out. I know we're not going to have any issues. I've also got room here to turn around, so this is the Torquay Harbour sort of marina. I've got plenty of room here to turn around if I need to, so just approaching this very slowly. I'm waiting for the crane operator to tell me which side to he wants us. Guaranteed he's going to want us the opposite side, so we've just got the lines ready. So let's see what he says. Can you see it? Ask him, Nathan, which side he wants us to go. Starboard side too. Okay, so he wants a starboard side too here, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go a bit of port on the wheel. We're going to use the outboard engine just to really kick that stern round. I'm actually going to wheel the other way and then use the outboard engine again just to put us round. You can see just how manoeuvrable it is, it really is. Certainly with no wind, it makes it super straightforward. Not using the bow thruster here at all, but as I mentioned yesterday, it's push-pull mentality on that Jeanneau. It's really the same with outdrives, it's push-pull mentality. You can't do this by, you could just use the engines, but I'd have to be using a lot more thrust on the engines to make it do what I want it to do. So here, I'm full to port at the moment, and all that's doing by using that engine there is just bringing that stern in and kicking my bow out. Now the careful thing here is I don't want to bring my bow too far out, so I'm going to centre the wheel now. I'm actually going to drive at the pontoon a bit. We're going to come around again here, and then I'm just going to turn to starboard. I'm not really having to do a lot here. I might just use a little bit of thruster just to counteract any movement, any momentum I've got on the boat there, and literally we're just going to glide into the pontoon. So if you're unsure about driving this sort of boat, you've no need to be. They really are very, very straightforward to use. And if you're gentle with it and do things slowly, then there's no issue. So we're alongside now, we'll get tied up, we'll talk to the crane guys, see what they want us to do. We'll stay out of the way while they do their bit for health and safety, but we'll get you some footage of the boat in the air and going onto the truck. Keep watching. So we're over at the crane now, and as you can see, she's just in the slings, which she's just coming out of the water, so giving the guys some space, so make sure we're not in their way. And here is the truck. So if you've never wondered or ever wondered how these boats get transported, this is it. So this is a boat transport lorry. You can see here it's got these pads that the boat will sit on. So the keel will sit on these wooden blocks. It's all operates on air, so the guys can obviously lift it up and down, but she'll sit on there. So they've got two drivers because the boat's slightly over width for, they need two drivers basically apparently. So yeah, that's what she'll sit on. I'll just take you around here just to show you. Someone, like I say, get in the guy's way. So if I just put the lens through there, you can see she's just coming, literally just coming out of the water there now. You can see the water's draining out the exhaust system on the engines. We've trimmed the drives right up, so it's important to have the drives trimmed right up for transport, obviously, so they don't hit the ground. Stainless steel props on this boat, which is really nice. So see there, she's got the spreader on, just being lifted, all nice and slowly. As we're driving the boat, it's important just to take care and do everything slowly when these boats are being lifted. So we'll cut for a minute and wait till she's a bit further towards the lorry. So there you go, she's now approaching the lorry. So it's all done with care, as we just said, and boat is coming down now. So what I'll do is line it up with a trailer, get it central. So you've got the boat literally hanging in the air there. It's a bit concerning, I guess, but all no issue at all. Very experienced guys here, so yeah, we've got a really experienced truck crew as well, getting ready. So next stop, York Marina. See there, just lining her up. And that's how these boats get moved around up to this sort of size. A bit bigger as well. Anything bigger than this, it's starting getting a bit harder on heights and whips and stuff, but this is a great boat to road transport. So we'll just let them get on truck, and then we'll cut to that bit, and then we'll sign this video off from there. So there she is. She's on the way now to being strapped down. She's sat actually on the truck. We won't stay till we've strapped it down because we don't want to keep this video for too long. But I'd like to say thank you very much for watching this latest vlog. I do hope you've got this far with it. We will keep these coming. This is vlog number 2. So vlog number 3 we'll get working on very soon. Give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We really do appreciate it. And once again, thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to see anything in particular going forward, please let us know. And we'll see you again soon.